Welcome to A History of Stress, where we explore the fascinating journey of a concept that has become central to our understanding of health and well-being. Have you ever wondered where the word stress came from, or how our understanding of it has evolved over time? This video is for anyone curious about the origins of this ubiquitous term and the historical figures who shaped our knowledge. Stress is a word we use every day, often to describe feelings of pressure, tension, or overwhelm. But what exactly is stress? And how did we come to understand its profound impact on our minds and bodies? In simple terms, stress is our body's reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or response. The body reacts to these changes with physical, mental, and emotional responses. In this video, we'll trace the history of stress, from its linguistic roots in physics to its complex modern psychological and physiological definitions. We'll uncover how thinkers throughout history have conceptualized external pressures and internal responses. Let's start our historical journey by looking at the very word itself, stress. Its origins are not what you might expect, tracing back to the world of physics rather than biology or psychology. The word stress originally comes from the Latin word strictus, meaning to draw tight or to bind. In the 17th century, it was used in physics to describe external force or pressure on an object, leading to strain. Think of a bridge under stress from traffic. Over time, the meaning of stress began to evolve. By the 19th century, it started to appear in a more metaphorical sense, referring to mental or emotional pressure, though not yet with the scientific rigor we associate with it today. Before the scientific era, how did people conceptualize what we now call stress? While they didn't use the term stress in the modern sense, ancient civilizations and early philosophers certainly recognized the impact of hardship and pressure on human well-being. Ancient cultures often attributed what we might call stress-related symptoms to spiritual imbalances, divine displeasure, or environmental factors. Remedies often involved rituals, herbal medicine, or philosophical contemplation, rather than what we would recognize as clinical interventions. Greek philosophers like the Stoics, for example, emphasized the importance of controlling one's reactions to external events. They believed that true peace came not from avoiding challenges, but from cultivating inner resilience and wisdom, a concept that still resonates in modern stress management. The scientific understanding of stress began to take shape in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, as researchers started to investigate the body's physiological responses to various stimuli. Pioneering physiologists observed that animals exposed to threatening or challenging situations exhibited consistent physiological changes, such as increased heart rate, blood pressure, and hormone release. These early observations laid the groundwork for understanding the, quote, fight or flight response. One of the most influential figures in the modern understanding of stress was Walter Cannon, an American physiologist. In the early 20th century, Cannon coined the term fight or flight response to describe the body's rapid, involuntary physiological reactions to perceived threats. However, it was Hans Selye, an Austrian-Canadian endocrinologist, who truly brought the concept of stress into mainstream scientific and medical discourse. Selye's groundbreaking work in the 1930s and beyond transformed how we understand the body's reaction to prolonged challenges. Selye developed the concept of the general adaptation syndrome, or GAS. He proposed that the body responds to stress in a predictable, three-stage manner: alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. This model showed that prolonged exposure to stressors could lead to detrimental health effects. Selye also differentiated between eustress, or positive stress, which can be motivating and lead to growth, and distress, or negative stress, which is harmful and can lead to burnout and illness. This distinction highlighted that not all stress is bad. Some can even be beneficial. In the decades following Selye's work, our understanding of stress continued to expand, moving beyond purely physiological responses to encompass psychological, social, and environmental factors. Modern research emphasizes that stress is not just about external pressures, but also about how individuals perceive and cope with those pressures. Cognitive appraisal, social support, and individual differences in resilience all play crucial roles in how stress impacts us. Today, stress research is a vast and interdisciplinary field, exploring topics from chronic stress and its link to disease to stress management techniques like mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy. We continue to develop more nuanced models, recognizing the interplay of biology, psychology, and environment. From a mechanical force to a complex biopsychosocial phenomenon, the history of stress is a testament to humanity's ongoing quest to understand itself and its relationship with the world. We've journeyed from ancient philosophical insights to groundbreaking scientific discoveries, seeing how the concept of stress has evolved and deepened over centuries. Understanding this history helps us appreciate the complexity of stress and empowers us to better manage its impact on our lives today. By recognizing its multifaceted nature, we can adopt more holistic approaches to well-being.